Oh my gosh, mistakes were made, you all. I got to tell you all about it. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Rocky, and if you're new, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today, it's all about fashion and my regrets. So let's get right into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to start with the most fun things that I want to share with you. There is a local store, kind of a urban gear, kind of a boutique, kind of a bespoke place where they sell the hottest and latest and greatest of like streetwear, athletic wear, things like that. I typically go in there just to be nosy and see what's on sale. Sometimes there are drops that I'm looking for, but typically just to see what's on sale. And I lucked out. So it is Succezz. The store is located here in Chicago on 22nd and Michigan. My plug there is named Frano. So if you go in there, go say what's up. He'll hook you up because he hooks me up. All right. So the very first thing, I'm going to start in the order in which I found the stuff. You know, I work out, regularly. I'm about to go to the gym now. I'm actually in my gym gear now. And I saw these leggings and I was like, ooh, leggings. And this says it's actually a brand I've never used before. And this is the Jordan brands. And obviously I do Nike, of course, but I've never done Jordan brand workout gear, which is pretty cool. This says it has a tight fit. The only thing that I'm concerned about is the length. I really don't like full length leggings, but we'll have to see how this fit. This is an extra small, and I believe this was only $10. It has a little pocket here for my things. This I only use when I go for runs. Like when I'm at the gym, I don't push it in my pockets, but if I'm going for a run and I want to be hands-free, I'll throw my keys or whatever in these little pockets like this. So yeah, I'm really excited to try these. This will be my first time trying this brand. I would imagine it fits and performs like Nike attire, which I like. So we'll see. The next one I got is an Adidas piece, and this is very adorable. I thought it would go with some sneakers that I got recently that kind of have a pinkish lilac-y color to them. So that's why this one caught my eye. And I believe this one was $25. The original price on this was $85. I got it for $25. And this is in an extra small. So this is a cute little jacket. The only thing about jackets, I have a ton of them, you all. I have more than I can shake a stick at. Is that phrase? Yeah, I have more than I know what to do with. But the challenge with jackets here in Chicago is that we get like 1.1 weeks where we can wear jackets because it's either coats or you're naked. And there's really not much in between. So that's my only gripe about jackets, but I absolutely love them. If I lived in a place like San Francisco or Seattle where the weather was mild year round, I would definitely get my cost per wear out of the jackets that I get, but absolutely think this is adorbs. And I have some really cool sneakers that I ordered while I was in there. They didn't have my size, so I'm waiting for that to come in, but those are super special and I can't wait to show you those. Now, this is where mistakes were made. Let me give you the backstory real quick. So every few years, I will buy some of these Steve Madden combat boots. They vary very slightly year over year, but I'm sure you've seen the girlies wearing these. Just about every girl has these. But these have gone past their half-life, as you can see. I mean, the camera doesn't do them justice, but the fact that you can see the wear and tear on camera tells you a lot. I mean, the laces are starting to fray. The thing, I had these in black and brown, but I got rid of the browns because they got really, really bad. And what makes them even worse is that the inner part here is not leather, so it starts to peel and makes a mess. I really, really like these. I didn't want to part with these. I just kept holding on to them, and I didn't replace them. And then Nordstrom Rack was having a sale. So I saw some boots that caught my eye down in the sale. They have an extra, I don't know if the sale is still going on, but an additional 40% off select winter items. So like sweaters, coats, jackets, boots, jackets, things like that. Like things that are just meant to keep you warm. So I stumbled across some boots from the brand Crocs that looked very similar to these boots. And I was like, all right, let's see. I think these were like $20 when it was all said and done. Originally like $170, but now $20. And look at the boot. Looks very similar, but just new, and it zips in the back instead of the side. And I was super excited about this. And I was like, oh yeah, so well, since I normally when I buy these, I buy them both in black and brown. Let's see if they have another color. And they did, and they had the brown. And I'm like, okay, leather boots for $20. That's what's up. That's what's up. And this is the brown one. Exciting. When it arrived, I was like, this does not feel like leather. Doesn't smell like leather. So I went back to the listing on the website, and these are not leather. And they're final sale. So it's not like I'm not going to wear them, but I'm annoyed because faux leather is not my friend. Faux leather, as you can see, look, this is the faux leather part in this one. They are not my friend. They peel. And then what can you do with them but put them, in the garbage from there? It's like not even, you can't even like hand them down, recycle, nothing. So I am highly annoyed with myself that I missed that. For some reason, I convinced myself that they were leather. I have no idea. Maybe I was going between one shoe and another shoe, and leather stuck in my mind from the other one, and thought that anyway, not only did I mess up once, but I messed up twice. And again, final sale. So they are in my size. I already paid for them. I can't return them, so I will wear them. But I'm upset that I did that because I do not like to buy non-leather things for the most part. And when I put the asterisk for the most part on there is because of this next item. The next item I got was a trench coat. I got into longer coats. I'm trying to think, maybe about 6 years ago or so, 6 or 7 years ago, I finally got into long coats. I've always been reluctant to do long coats because I'm all of 5 feet tall and they never really fit right, blah, blah, blah. So I've been getting long coats, trying to stick to what's listed as a midi coat. And then for me, then it fits full length. So that's how it usually works. And last year I got my first long trench coat, and it was denim, and got so many compliments on it. Was it 2 years ago? I don't know. You would know. Y'all watch my show. Was it last year or 2 years ago? And I got so many compliments on that, and have been wanting to kind of like dabble and do more trench coats. Just haven't found the right one. Well, of course, this sale opened that opportunity for me, and I found this really pretty one from Rebecca Minkoff. The original price on this one was $328, and I got to get it out of this plastic so you can see it. I don't want to ruin this and pre-show it here, but oh, it still has all the little things on it. But anyway, so this is a faux leather croc, and I went to get like B-roll footage of it for you so you can kind of see what I was looking at, what made me decide to buy it. But by the time I had done that, they only had the black one left, but you kind of get it. I didn't choose the black one because it looked more fake than this one, believe it or not, to my eye. It was like kind of shiny and plasticky looking, and this one looked a little bit better. So yeah, got this one's originally $325. I think I got it for $25. I think something like that. I would have to put on screen how much I actually paid for it, but it still has all the thingies on it, so you can't really get the feel for it. And again, like I said, I'm usually try to steer away from things that are faux leather, but this was so stinking cute. I could not get it. This one's an extra small. What do they call it? They call it brown. Yeah, it's brown. But I can't wait to wear this. I think I'm going to be so cool. This is giving me like 70s vibes. Like, what's her name? Pamela Anderson. Pam Grier. Okay, I don't know. It's giving me those types of Foxy Brown kind of vibes. I think this is going to be really cool for spring. Coming to an OOTD soon, I suppose, once spring finally decides to arrive. So you all, that was a short and quick one. That's all I have for you today. I'm wondering, tell me in your opinion, does it feel like I haul less? I remember back when I was really in my heyday of doing these videos, I used to have massive hauls. Massive hauls. I think the situation that I'm in is that I have everything, and it's very rare that I find something worth talking to you about. So that's where we're at with things. Whenever I kind of need to refresh, replenish, replace, that's what I get. Or if there's something that's really special or a really big sale that I find something special, those are the things that I'm really, sharing with you all. Anyway, I digress. That's the end of the video. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.